Tonight, the final milestone. The nation gets behind our leaders in our biggest 5K event ever.
3, 2, 1.
This is Operation Transformation, the 5K special. You can follow Operation Transformation online at RTÉ.ie/OT, on radio with RTÉ Radio 1 and 2FM. And join me, Catherine Thomas, here tomorrow night for the grand finale. Oh dear. The rain came pouring down on Saturday morning, but it couldn't dampen spirits in Phoenix Park and right around the country, where preparations were already well underway for one of the biggest events of the year, the Operation Transformation 5K run. For our 4 leaders, this was the final goal of their transformation. And for Dan, it was time to take his first steps back to fitness.
It's great to see all 5 leaders here today at the 5K. Even Dan is here. He's going to walk it. He looks great. It's a roller coaster journey, health, it always is. But you know what? The 5K is about getting back together, getting it done and crossing that line.
Count us in.
The weather stopping this morning.
5,000 people are here. I'm going to cheer every one of us on. So come here, I'll be over that finish line. I hope.
I think this is the real benchmark that we probably all have strived for, you know, over the last 7 weeks.
Today is the day where they achieved that ultimate goal of running a 5K. Fantastic.
Oh, I love it. I must say from the very beginning, to see 5,000 people in Phoenix Park and people running all over the country, it's a joy.
Sausages!
Well, it is Saturday morning. It's early, but that doesn't matter because the day is finally here. It's the Operation Transformation 5K, and we are live from the Phoenix Park.
And this year, it's an Operation Transformation first. We have the whole nation running together, both in the Phoenix Park and the park run locations all around Ireland.
Amazing, the way Operation Transformation has captured the people's minds. Today in Ireland we have over 40 runs, thousands of people out in the other parks taking part in Park Run.
The atmosphere is great here in Tralee today. It's raining, but we're all here for Operation Transformation and Park Run. It's just brilliant and heartwarming to see so many people coming out on a Saturday morning in the wind and rain.
It's going to be epic. I'm excited. And today's the day that Ireland runs together.
8 weeks ago, 19-year-old Dean Hayes never imagined he'd be taking part in this historic event. Like many teenagers, he was battling with weight issues. And like so many others, all his efforts to shed the excess pounds had failed.
When I was 16, I was 16.5 stone. I was very embarrassed with my weight. And I've tried doing it like personal training, and it just didn't work. After that, the weight started to gain and gain and gain.
When he was turned away from a charity skydiving event because he was too heavy to take part, it was the last straw for Dean.
What really pushed me further to decide that's it, that I really have to do something like this now. And from the 1st of January, when Operation Transformation started, I started using their diet plans and their exercise that Carly gives, and doing the park run in Ross as well, which really kind of has helped me lose weight.
To think a few weeks ago here, Dean would never ever have run 5K. You know, he would have only been able to barely walk it, and to think that he's going to be running 5K in the Phoenix Park, I think is just a fantastic achievement, and well done, Dean.
Dean's even inspired his family to get moving.
You know, if he's going for a run, he'll pick up the phone and say, do you want to come with me? And he could have 2 or 3 cousins going with him. He's just inspirational. He really, really is.
8 weeks ago, I was 16.5 stone. And now I am 15 stone. Phoenix Park would be the first time I've ever been able to achieve to run 5K.
If you had said this to me last year, that Dean was going to do this, I would have said, no way in hell.
He's 19 and he's just amazing. Now, I'm biased, I'm his mum, so I'm going to say that.
The reason I chose Phoenix Park was because Catherine Thomas would be there. I have a crush on Catherine Thomas, and I don't know, she's just so outgoing, so friendly, and it's just, she has good looks as well. Hopefully I get to meet her now.
Looking forward to the run, but for very different reasons, was 50-year-old Kevin Hogan.
If you knew me a few years ago, you wouldn't, you know, think it was grey. It wasn't a happy place. I smoked 40 cigarettes a day. I had a big belly and a big chin, and I looked awful. There's cancer in my family. My father died at 43 when I was 13. His brothers and sisters all died young. I lost my sister 9 years ago yesterday, at 44 years of age. In December, I had gout at my age, and I was crippled at Christmas Day and Boxing Day when Katie was up for dinner.
When he answered the door, he was limping. He's limping, you know, he's not that old, but it was quite a worry. He's staying on that path that's going downhill and fast.
Then along came January and Operation Transformation.
So that's when I decided I had to. This is a must for me.
Kevin started following the OT plan and signed up for his local park run.
It happened rapidly, and I dropped almost 2.5 stone.
For me to see him at Christmas and then come back 4 weeks later and meet a man who looks like at least 10 years younger was incredible. It was really incredible. He's smiling a lot more, you know, like he's genuinely glowing, and he's really, really positive.
This is a second chance for me, and I'm lapping it up, and I'm extremely fit. Can't believe it, at 50.
It's like a different person, but it's like a person I've never met before, and that I didn't know, you know, I didn't know he had it in him.
Never in my life. Several weeks on, I did the 5Ks, and I'm so excited about it in the Phoenix Park. I really want to do it. If I can do it, honestly, just do it. It's brilliant. It's a life changer, big time.
It was time for Kevin and everyone in Phoenix Park to link up with runners around the country through OT Live on 2FM.
Good morning, everybody. Hooray!
And as the clock counted down to the start, Carl's warm-up was being broadcast to the nation.
From here, deep breath in, over to the right-hand side and hold. For everybody listening in, I hope you're warming up really well. This is great. Jog on the spot again, jog on the spot, 20 seconds.
For the 5K rookies, the adrenaline was flowing.
My first 5K at 51, yes!
Definitely don't be last. Definitely don't be last.
But feeling much more confident were last year's leaders. When Mark McCardle first pulled his runners on for last year's show, we didn't know what we'd started.
I remember going out in the first few runs back in January following Carol's 5K plan, and I thought, how am I ever going to get there? The 5K run to Phoenix Park was the first time that I ran 5K non-stop. I think on reflection, when you look back on it, it was just an amazing thing to be involved in.
And now, there's no stopping him.
It's normal for the kids to see me now throwing a gym bag in the car or going out for a run. I've done 2 half marathons, I've done a half a dozen 10K runs, and I've been running 5K twice or 3 times a week for the whole year. Since starting Operation Transformation, I've lost almost 4.5 stone. It was a bit like putting a new engine into an old car. It was it was a bit dangerous, having that much energy. The kids are all active, every single one of them. It's just nice to be able to take part with them.
It's changed his life altogether. Completely different man than this time last year, I think.
I didn't think it was possible to change that much in a year.
You follow the 5K plan, you will get there, and living proof.
Last year's 5K was a huge struggle for Alan, and if it hadn't been for Dublin Fire Brigade officer Dave Conley, he might not have got over the line.
I'll never forget it, falling into Mark's arms, just out of pure exhaustion. This year's going to be completely different. I'll run the 5K with ease. I'll be carrying Dave across the line.
And what a year it's been for Alan, our youngest and heaviest leader ever.
It's been an amazing year. I've really pushed myself, dropped serious weight from, I suppose, last year starting at 27 stone, coming the whole way down to just under 19 at the moment. This is a 3XL I can fit into a large now.
It's just completely changed his whole lifestyle. It's different Alan altogether. Mother isn't the same Alan, I
want to get down to maybe 15 stone by the end of this year, and I will do it.
And for Eilish, today is a particularly special occasion, having been sidelined from last year's OT 5K due to an ankle injury.
By far, I'm an awful lot fitter than I was this time last year. I can't believe how much I love running. And that's why it broke my heart after doing the show last year that I couldn't get to do the 5K. So really, this is my rerun of my 5K last year, and I'm going to make the most of it.
After the break,
3, 2, 1!
The nation runs together.
The biggest national run ever. It's epic.
But first, from running in the spotlight to running on the spot, it's time for tonight's Ad Break Challenge.
Tonight's challenge is jogging on the spot. Back nice and straight, knees nice and high, for as many as you can between now and the start of part 2. You ready? Here we go and go.
Come on, up you get.
Kriya, come on, we're supposed to be running. Come on, Kriya, come on.
And 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Well done. It's great to see all of you taking part in the Ad Break Challenge.
Come on, if you get off your couch, you could be as fit as a fiddle. It's your move.
For our leaders and the thousands in Phoenix Park and around the country, the 5K start was now just moments away. The atmosphere was electric. And then...
3, 2, 1!
The Operation Transformation 5K runs were underway. And already, Lucy was setting the pace.
The biggest national run ever. It's epic. And Lucy is flying here. Great support around. Happy guys? Keep going, lads.
And it wasn't just the running that was raising heart rates.
She's been asked on a date more today than in the entire series. I'm doing more park runs. Transformation!
And far from last, John was right in the thick of things.
He has been our healthiest leader ever in Operation Transformation, and he's here today doing a 5K, walking, jogging, pushing it to the limit. Absolutely brilliant.
I started here 8 weeks ago. I didn't think I'd be doing this.
Well done.
Look at all the things, look at the support.
be hard not to keep it going.
And that support was keeping all our leaders moving.
It's a huge emotionally charged day, yeah. The tears are at the back of my eyes all day, so it's just fantastic. I mean, where else would you be in the rain, in the wind? It doesn't matter, does it?
And first to cross the line was a member of the Operation Transformation extended family.
My dad was the leader on Operation Transformation in 2014, and I started running St. Carrie Chamber. I lost 3 stone myself, and it's just changed my life.
And Mark Gibbs wasn't the only former leader leaving his mark on this memorable event.
Leaders this day were brilliant. Amazing day here in Phoenix Park. And park runs all over Ireland. It's your move.
Oh, that hill is the devil.
5 kilometres every Saturday, 9:30. There's no need to give up. Keep it going all year.
As the rain keeps pouring down on me.
But this day was as much about all the people who trained week in, week out, rain or shine, away from the cameras.
It's just me and the ground beneath my feet. Oh, I feel so alive. Oh, I feel so alive.
Yes, it's going to be good.
Fantastic. Oh, 18. And we are brilliant.
With the finish in sight, no amount of rain could put out this fire. And Lucy was the first leader to cross the line.
Finished the 5k with a sprint like that. I just like, go! I just left everything behind me, so I'm delighted.
You've done great, Dave. Some difference in 6 weeks. Fair play to you.
I feel so alive.
I love Operation Transformation. I follow it every year. This is my best run, and I'll be 70 in July.
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted. 38 minutes. And I couldn't even get to do the 5k last year. I'm absolutely thrilled with myself.
Next home was Nolene, and I couldn't have been more proud to cross the line with her.
That was brilliant. Amazing! I know everyone was talking about how good today would be, and the description didn't come close to actually how good it is.
I'm enjoying it every minute of it. I don't want it to stop.
I give you a big
oh, you can! Cheers! More sausages!
I don't believe it. When we started training, I couldn't even walk the 1 minute from the training, and I did it all the way. I got a good person yelling at me to keep going.
That one up to the hill was the toughest bit. Then I got the runner's high, and I just went all the way. So I'm very happy. Yay!
I just got a kiss Patch Thomas, so I'm delighted. One of my aims I wanted to reach, so I got it, finally.
And right across the country, people were streaming home.
Can't believe we're getting out of bed at 8 o'clock on a Saturday to do this, but it's brilliant, and thanks to all the Chamore Park Run team.
Now, I don't always start off positive, but I end up positive, you know. I'm glad I came today.
And I just love that everybody's there at the end cheering you on. It's really nice.
And with a final push from our experts, Claire and her keenest supporters reached the finish.
It's been a massive journey. Like it actually upsets me to think where I was this time 8 weeks ago. Yeah, so those days are behind me. Well and truly.
There was a 15-year-old girl who come up to Claire on that run, arms around her, cried and said, "You've inspired me so much," and that signifies everything she's done. Tom, Queeve, and Liam, all there to support her. I tell you what, absolutely, I'm speechless. I'm in the Phoenix Park, 5k. It's only onwards upwards from here.
And last, but by no means least, our final leader, Dan, made it home.
Unbelievable, amazing, absolutely. I didn't think I'd be able to do it.
No emotion at the best times, but honestly, I really had a lump in my throat seeing them go over the line. Like, it's so special. It is a starting point for what's to come. Amazing.
And
how many minutes did you do it in?
45.
That's grand.
Not bad. For first time.
Yeah, that's great. I did in the 33. I'm better.
Cut that, will you?
Yes. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely.
Coming
brilliant.
down this
Super
morning, we
proud.
said we'd walk a bit, run a bit, and the crowd just poured you on.
Walkers, runners, and supporters, all of them had a part to play in making this day so memorable.
I'm proud of you.
And when the nation runs together, there are only winners. And none of this would have been possible without Sport Ireland, Park Run, Healthy Ireland, Dublin City Sport and Wellbeing Partnership, Athletics Ireland and the Office of Public Works, who all helped make this extraordinary event happen. But most of all, we would like to thank all of you who turned out at park runs across the country for this historic day when the nation ran together. And with Park Run, you can keep on going. Operation Transformation is now officially the biggest park run club in the world. But we want to make it even bigger. Log on to RTÉ.ie/OT for all the details on your local events and keep on running. The next time our leaders see their families will be from the catwalk, when their transformations are complete. For the next 24 hours, they'll be preparing for that final step. But first, Eddie wants to remind our 4 inspiring leaders just how far they've travelled.
These were the words you used that described yourselves when you started your transformation. And we're going to reflect on that just to emphasise how far you've come. Noeline, do you remember when you first filled out your application form? Some of these words reflect you.
I'd say always on a diet would have been me. Not me anymore. I suppose maybe a bit too independent. That I have to do everything for myself rather than, look, I'm having a horrible day and someone helping you. So, yeah, probably that one. What I have learned is that, especially my family, that I'd always be close to. I can't believe I'm crying at the end. I would have been, I'm sure Noelin's the one who will organise things, and which I do. But it's just nice sometimes to say, do you know what, I need help. And I think that when everyone rallied around during this, taught me that, which was a really good thing, so I don't know why I'm crying over it. So that's one huge thing I would have learned and that I will take with me.
A huge thing that has taken over my mind on this journey is feeling healthy rather than feeling thin or trying to get thin. The word healthy has definitely entered my head anyway. And it shouldn't be forgot that you're a non-smoker. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, no, I'm delighted to say I've finally nipped it in the bud. It's for my family as well, for Molly and everything. I'm delighted. I want to have that longer life that my mum never had.
It takes you back to where you were, I was probably gone beyond pain, really numb and just sad. There's no other word for it, it's just sad all the time. I still feel a bit sad.
Yeah. It's okay to feel sad.
I am happy, you know what I mean? I suppose I feel like I have a bit of a purpose and there's a bit of a drive in me that I had lost completely. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to driving on with what I've started.
Yeah, look at the 50 words there already, all negative. Any of them 50 words could easily slip into my vocabulary. Yeah, well, you're perceived as being kind of successful businessman, happy-go-lucky, work hard, play hard. Was I happy being all that and doing all that? I don't think so. I'd like to think that people would know the real me.
For me, John, everything you do it out of love. You give.
You don't have to be the one giving out all this love to everyone. You did for your brothers, you do for your family. You said neighbours, whoever come to ask you for help because John will do it. To stop and say, no, hold on, to allow people to love you back in return. Yeah. Because by goodness me, you deserve it.
I'm so proud of you all. You've all made an incredible transformation. These negative words are part of your past. What would you really like to do with that wall?
Kick it down. Knock it down. Dive through it.
Be my guest.
Can we do it? Come on.
Everything means small. Leave it to the breeze. Let the ashes fall. Forget about me. Come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you and I be me?
Guys are very welcome. Cheers. And the friends who shrink together, clink together. After all their hard work, it was time for Porrick and I to treat the leaders to a home-cooked dinner. But we won't be relaxing for long, because in a few hours, the stylists take over. So join us tomorrow night for our glamorous grand finale double bill, when our leaders reveal their final transformations. We're back at the usual time of 8:30, and then again after the 9 o'clock news. We're a total ride. You really are. You won't want to miss it.